Namaskar, I am Yatharth Sikka. Welcome to News at 9. In the next few minutes, I will be getting you the big news of the last 24 hours. Al-Qaeda threatens suicide attacks in India's days after all-new Zubair dog whistle Islamist against Nupur Sharma. Dreaded terrorist group Al-Qaeda has issued a letter threatening suicide attacks in Delhi, Mumbai, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat to fight for the honor of Prophet. Dutch lawmaker Geert Wilders received death threats for supporting Nupur Sharma's comment on Muhammad's life. Earlier, Wilders slammed Islamic nations by calling them hypocrites and said there is no rule of law in Islamic countries. He also said Islamic nations should be criticized for having neither freedom or democracy. AIMIM MLA's son got arrested in Hyderabad minor gang rape case. A 17-year-old minor girl had gone to attend a party at the Amencia and Insomnia pub in Jubilee Hills. The party was hosted by two of her friends. Some other boys has also met her in the same pub, from where she was taken in a Mercedes car and allegedly gang raped by the accused. A judge who ordered Gyanvapi Mosque videography survey receives threat letter from the Islamic Agaz movement. A total of 9 police personnel have been deployed for the security of Additional Chief Justice Magistrate Ravi Divakar. Violence erupts during PFI protest march to Kerala CM Pinarayi Vijayan's residence. PFI activists smashed barricades and hurled bottles at police during an agitation against the LDF government in Kerala in response to the actions taken against PFI leaders after the LAP hate speech controversy. 4 Islamic terrorists killed in 3 encounters in last few hours in Jammu and Kashmir. Of the terrorists killed, 3 belong to Lashkar-e-Taiba and 1 was affiliated with Hizbul Mujahideen. 2 of them are Pakistanis and 2 are locals. Hanzullah and Tufail belong to Lahore, while Istaq Lone hailed from Tral Avantipura. Nadeem belonged to Kulgam. First time in history, cancer vanishes for every patient in drug trial. 18 rectal cancer patients were given the same drug for 6 months, and as a result of the treatment, cancer was completely obliterated in every patient. Fact-checking group exposes Pakistan media's fake news on Islamic terrorist Yasin Malik. Digital Forensic Research and Analytics Center, which focuses and identifies hate speech, has disclosed that out of 11,000 users, more than 8,000 users interacting with hashtag Free Yasin Malik, Release Yasin Malik, Pak Stands with Yasin Malik were from Pakistan. Indian legend Mithali Raj retires from international cricket. Mithali retires not only as the most capped Indian women cricketer of all time, but also as the leading run scorer in women international cricket, having scored 10,868 runs from the 333 appearances for India. Tokyo Olympics gold medalist Avni Lakhera breaks world record, secures berth for Paralympics 2024 Paris. She clinched a gold medal with a world record of 250.6 in women's 10-meter air rifle standing SH1. India beats Qatar, sets new Guinness World Record by constructing 75-kilometer bituminous stretch on NH53 in less than 5 days between Amravati to Akola. The earlier record was achieved by Public Works Authority Asgal of Qatar on Feb 27, 2019. It was for constructing a part of Al Khor Expressway in 10 days. India-Vietnam signs Joint Vision Statement for Defence Partnership 2030. This key vision statement was signed during Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's official visit to Vietnam. It was signed after the Defence Minister's meeting with his Vietnamese counterpart, General Phan Vinh Giang. RBI retains GDP growth rate at 7.2%, inflation projected at 6.7% for fiscal year 2022-23. Citing the provisional estimate released by Statistical Office on May 31, RBI Governor Shashikant Das said India's GDP growth in 2021-22 is estimated at 8.7%, which has exceeded the pre-pandemic level. Kashi Vishwanath Temple gets a golden makeover, gold plating of temple shikhar and door frames completed, restoration of outer artistic walls underway. 23 kgs of gold was used to decorate the lower portion of the temple shikhar. However, the process of the restoration of the outer artistic wall is underway and will take some more time. On the occasion of World Environment Day, India's permanent representative to United Nations Ambassador T.S. Tirumati said developing countries need much longer beyond 2050 to reach net zero emissions. India has underlined a strong commitment to contribute to fighting climate change. India said developed nations should do a net negative by middle of the century and vacate the carbon space for developing countries. We will be back with news at 9 tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and do not forget to like and share the video, subscribe to our channel.